If you were one of the lucky kids that got to experience what it was like for your dad to just hop in the car with you and attempt to teach you how to drive, then you knew what it was like to be stressed. I was lucky because I got to learn the basics of driving on the empty old country roads. The kind of drives you go for where you wouldn't see people for hours. But the one thing that always freaked me out about driving was the big city. I mean, it was a jungle. People that had road rage, complicated traffic lights, just straight idiots. And my dad was the type of dad who was kind of patient. I mean, he was patient for stuff like taking you hunting or showing you how to play dominoes. He was not patient watching you play sports, wanting you to hold the flashlight while he worked on the car, or physical labor. One day, he walked in and said, "Well, we got some errands to run in town and I want you to drive." I was petrified with fear. I didn't expect to come out of this. He left the room and I just started praying. You know it was bad when you felt like you had to break out the Bible before you started to drive. I get in the truck and this isn't some little sports car that's easy to move around. No. This is my dad's 2008 Duramax diesel. So I get in there and there's a long stretch before we actually get into town. So we have time to break it down. We're going to Tractor Supply to get chicken feed. Oh really? Yeah, they're getting low and it's time to get some more anyways. I didn't care about those chickens. This Tractor Supply was in the hood, the bad part of town, where they used the old traffic roads. The paint had been rubbed off at the light, pedestrians begging for money. So we make our way deeper in, and it's already a pain. For some reason, my dad would never just set up directions to see where we were going. He knew, but he just liked to test me to see if he knew where I was going. Oh, there's your exit right there. Okay, let me check. Let me check. I fling that truck off the exit ramp doing about 85 miles an hour. I just hope that old thing didn't crumble under me. And it just goes, "Slow down. You gotta turn right here." I compose myself. I take the first turn. It's good. I arrive to the second light. And for whatever reason, I wasn't paying attention and I almost just turned straight into oncoming traffic. I saw the main lights were green and just assumed that the turning arrows were also green for some reason. This did not go over well with my dad. "You better stop." Are we about to turn into oncoming traffic? Yes. And in the midst of my confusion, I made the mistake and got into the inside turning lane. Tractor Supply is right here, and I'm in the inside turning lane going here. And a car pulls up on the outside of me on the outside turning lane. A vital mistake. The lights turn green, and I begin to make my turn. I just want to point out that on the turn I was making, this street had none of the turn indications of what lane you're supposed to stay in. In mid-turn, I realized I was in the wrong lane. So I just decided to merge over mid-turn to the outside lane so I could get right into Tractor Supply. But the only problem was that there was another vehicle right there. My dad sees this and he snapped, "What are you doing? There's another car right behind you. You're gonna merge into him." Thankfully for me, the car just slowed down and let me in. But he didn't save me from my dad. Oh my gosh, you are so lucky he let you over. Do you even know what you did? And it was so bad that I got the post-game breakdown once we got into the parking lot. When you're right here, you go here. Yes, you don't get over lane, no. You go here. I acted calm, but inside I was in pain. And the rest of the drive was in silence, without music, just soaking it in. So anyways, that's just my thoughts on that. Okay, don't forget to subscribe.